Hey everybody, welcome back. I just wanted to talk briefly about the NFL playoffs that are coming about and about my Chicago Bears and Chicago Bulls. I'll start with the Chicago Bulls. My Bulls, they just had, I guess they're going to retire. I talked about in a prior video. Derrick Rose retired before the season, played most of his career with the Bulls and some other teams, and they're going to retire. He's a future Hall of Famer, and they're going to retire his big part of the Chicago Bulls history. They're going to retire as number one next season. It just makes me kind of upset. He's a great guy. It was a great player. His first 4 years he was in the NBA, he was amazing. It was just unfortunate. He tore his ACL, and he had occasionally showed signs of his former self. But I think they had said even as soon as they treated that injury, they said he was probably never going to be 100% again, which unfortunately he wasn't. I just kind of like. There's all the other NBA stars like that, like Brandon Roy, Penny Hardaway, Grant Hill, Tracy McGrady. You just kind of wonder, Chris Webber, you just kind of wonder what could have been. It's a shame, but hey, it happens. And Derrick Rose, I looked him up, he's worth like $90 million. So at least he doesn't have to worry about money. He's set for the rest of his life with his family. And yeah, Bulls are 16-19. They're doing okay. They beat the Knicks the other night. The Knicks were like a 9-game winning streak. I had counted the Bulls out for that game. Bulls and well, I think the Thunder, Oklahoma City Thunder, had the best record in the West, had beaten them, and the Bulls beat them. Yeah, the best team. It's been their problem for the last few seasons. You just never know what team is going to show up, and they can't seem to get. The problem is they just can't seem to get much of a winning streak going. It's like they win maybe the most like 3 in a row, and then they lose 2, and they win 2 more, lose 1. Win 1 and lose 2 more. They just can't get along. I'd have to look it up, but yeah, they haven't had more than like a 3-4 game winning streak for several years now. And my Bears, they had a disastrous season, but I'm sure everybody has heard that they did. I picked them to lose to the Packers yesterday. They had a 11-game losing streak against the Packers, hadn't beaten them in 6 years since 2018. They beat them yesterday on a field goal, almost lost, but yeah, it came down to the final seconds. They beat them on a field. They had to kick the field goal to win the game, and they snapped their 10-game losing streak for this season. I would have been really frustrated if they lost to the Packers again. For me, if they had lost to the Packers again, and I had to wait for the next season for another win, I would have been really frustrated. So I'm hoping that this is the best of the Bears showed up yesterday. So I'm hoping that this is a preview for the next Bears season. So yeah, I checked out the NFL playoff um, games so far, what's set up, and some interesting matches. Yeah, I didn't realize I guess I don't know if they're resting Patrick Mahomes for the playoffs, but he didn't play yesterday. They had, I guess, a second stringer or third stringer in his play. They got shut up by the Broncos, and it was a little concerning to me, but I guess, number one seed, I guess it didn't really matter. They only lost 2 games all season, so I guess it didn't really matter where they won or lost. Yeah, I'm really gunning. Yeah, it wouldn't be. Nobody's ever won 3 Super Bowls, and a number of teams won 2 back-to-back, 2 in a row. The Cowboys, the Patriots, obviously the Tom Brady days, the Chiefs, and now they're going for a third straight Super Bowl. No one's ever done that before, so it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to be able to do it. I honestly don't think so. I think somebody else is going to step up and win. I have, like I said, I have on my prior video, I said I have a soft spot for the Bills because they were in the Super Bowl 4 years in a row back in the 90s and lost all 4 times. Really shitty, and one of the Super Bowls that they did lose, it was a long field goal, but they had a chance to win. I think the 91, they lost to the New York Giants on a missed field goal, but it was a pretty long one. It was like a 47 or 48 yard attempt, so it's not like it was an easy one. Yeah, the kicker, goal kicker felt pretty bad about it, but yeah, that's no easy kick, no easy field goal, 47, 48 yards. And I'd be happy to see the Lions. I felt like they kind of got robbed by the 49ers last year. I really wanted them to win last year. They've been such a shitty team for so many years. It'd be nice to see somebody different. They've never won before, so it'd be nice to see somebody different win for a change. And yeah, the Vikings, we'll see what they do. I think this is one of like their best season ever. They were always a pretty good team. They had Chris Carter, Dante Culpepper, and Randy Moss. And then they had that coach, what was the Dennis? Dennis Green, yeah, I think that was his name. And they were always in the playoffs, but they just never got too far into it. So yeah, I wouldn't mind possibly seeing them win, but I'm more for the Lions or the Bills. So yeah, that's all I got to say about the NBA and the NFL for right now. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any feelings on it, who you think is going to win, just comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all real soon with another great video. Have a great week, everybody. Talk to you all soon. Bye.